Hey guys, so today I want to do quickly a video here with the iPhone 4S with the iOS 7 Final GM, which is pretty Final Public iOS, I mean. So you can see here that this is the iPhone 4S. You can see here the model number. Oh, super awesome. Okay. So I just checked it out here a little bit on my iPhone 4, and I mean, compared to the GM update, it's kind of the same. So, but what is different compared to the iPhone 4 compared to the 4S? Well, first off, the 4S, of course, looks a little bit like the iPhone 5 with the new iOS 7 public update. If you start off here, you can see proper blur in the background here, that you can see here in the new control center. So, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. And also, if you go down like this, I mean, look at this. It looks so good. It looks so awesome. Oh yeah. And if we go down like this as well, you can see here that it is transparent and it looks great. And it looks awesome actually. If we move this one around, you can see here that this is also pretty perfect and sweet. So let's move on to some other cool, interesting stuff. Compared to the iPhone 4, we of course also have a Siri, which you don't get in the iPhone 4. Oops. I of course need to you need to activate that. So you just go into General, go to Siri, and activate it. Now this voice assistant is pretty awesome. Oops. So let's try to connect to the internet as well. I've been having some internet problems on my iPhone 4 with the latest Final Public iOS. And that's been kind of annoying. That's been super annoying actually. Oh well, that sucks. So let's try to do this. To connect this one to the internet, I'm just going to set up a hotspot on my phone. So I'm going to set up a hotspot here, and hopefully that works. But I've been really having iOS problems with the Wi-Fi. It's been pissing me off actually. It's been really annoying. And I think it's because iOS 7. There we go. What's up?
Hello.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't answer that.
Who are you?
I'm just a humble virtual assistant.
Oh, sweet. So if you need any more help, use click on this little thing at the bottom, and you can see all of these Siri things. You can also see the new interface, and that of course you can see through. So if you are here on the home screen, yo, what's up, my home dog? You can see there in the background. It looks awesome. It looks dope.
Let me think about that. My web search turned this up.
Sweet. Oh, dog. Oh, that's nice. So I might be taking a closer look at Siri more in detail in another video, because I've already been doing it in a ton of videos. But hey, people might want to continue to see that. So that is great. One thing here that you do get in the 4S that you don't get in the iPhone 4 is of course some new cool things here when we are inside of this camera app, and that is first you get these filters, which is great. I have a bunch of different filters here if you want to customize your pictures. Even black and white, a little bit like Instagram feeling. And then you get this panorama mode, so you can take long pictures. It doesn't seem like you can have them at the moment as your background, which is a little bit weird, because that was a function in iOS 7 when they did launch it in June. You can see here that I didn't do it as stable, so it looked messy as hell. But you should just follow that arrow, and you will get an awesome picture. And then we do get this thing, of course, in the 4S that you don't get in the iPhone 4. If you go in here to dynamic, you get dynamic wallpapers. So you get these cool colors, because Apple, with their brand new iPhone 5S and the iPhone 5C at the moment, they really do enjoy colors. And the iPhone 5C, it is an iPhone 5 but with different colors in a plastic variant, a plastic iPhone actually. So you can see here the red variant, or no, I think it's actually the pink variant. The green variant here looks very, very cool. Of course, these bubbles with like blur effect move around there in the background. And I mean, I just love that. I think it's super awesome. So that is one thing that you do get that you don't get in iPhone 4. You get the same kind of new still wallpapers here as well. It would be cool if you can download more, but I don't think Apple wants you to be able to have too much fun with your phone. 2 tips and tricks: I usually turn off auto brightness and go into general accessibility, and then I go down and let's see here. No, I don't go over there. I'm retarded sometimes. Okay, so I was thinking about, let's see. It could actually be general. Auto lock. I usually turn this off because usually the default is 1 minute. I like to have my phone on, and when I turn it off, I turn it off. But if I have my phone on like this, then I usually will use it. So that's a feature that I enjoy a ton. Of course, Apple have updated each separate app. So there's a bunch of things you can go over in that little thing. As you can see here, the new phone. Yes, it is actually a phone. You can call with this device, which is pretty sweet. I'm gonna end that call. Hopefully it didn't go through. So the Safari browser is also one of my favorite features here, because they finally made this thing that I wanted Apple to do, and that was that they have this new clean UI at the top. You have one simple bar there at the top, and then a nice little tab system, but they don't have this weird search thing. You just have one area where you do all of your stuff, and I just like that. I think it's awesome. It's perfect. It's awesome. It fits for me. You have, of course, this private mode if you want to search for porn, search for hardcore porn, and you don't want to save any history. You can see the browser goes like gray, which is pretty awesome. It will fit the new iPhone 5S that has like a space gray color or something. So great. You won't save any history, hopefully. Maybe Apple do it in the background. I'm sure. I don't think so though. But who knows? Who knows what Tim Cook is doing? Let's see here if it can load up. Now, of course, I'm using my internet from this phone because I just had a lot of issues just in general with the Wi-Fi. I'm not sure if it's my router, but it seems that it have happened on my iOS 7 smartphones, which I've updated. So maybe Apple will. I mean, we have been seeing this, that Apple is working on some updates, new iOS 7.1 and 7.0.1, that will hopefully solve a lot of these small bugs and stuff that people do get with iOS 7. You can see here designed for iOS 7, so Apple will have some apps here that already is made for iOS 7, which is good, which is nice, which is awesome, which is super great. Use a ton of developers here that made already iOS design made apps. We do have, of course, the clock app here with the alarm, the stopwatch, the timer. Great stuff with all this brand new flat UI, which is a lot of great focus here on black and white. And I'm not sure if I did go over this, but music player, a quick slider, some buttons up there at the top to quickly toggle something that you've been able to do in Android smartphones for years. But Apple, when they release something, they release it that it's good already from the start usually, and that's pretty awesome. They have also removed the beta, and earlier they called they did call their Siri, their voice assistant, for beta. Now they have removed that beta tag, so now it's just Siri. So they released it in 2011, so just a lot of work that they've done on it, and it's really good Siri in general. You can see here the new calendar as well, and I mean every single app has been updated. It's pretty amazing. And of course, I used to only talk about Apple's own apps that I might be going over more in depth in a future video if you want. Yo, what's up, my home dog? What are you doing? What are you doing? So of course you can record voices as well. Let's see here how folders. What? Oh, that's pretty awesome. Interesting. So I'm not sure why that thing happened. Why my display goes that other color. That was a little bit awkward. This is how folders do look. I'm not sure if I did show you the multitasking area, but a folder is pretty good because I don't think it worked this earlier, that you now, if you make a big folder, then you can have a ton of things and you can continue swipe inside of a folder. The multitasking has been pretty good, pretty improved, because you have big thumbnails, so you can see what's going on inside of the app. You see the icon, so you can see what's happening. You can also close multiple apps at the same time. I would love the feature that you've been having in many Android phones, where you can close all the apps with just one tap. That would save a lot of time for those people that doesn't want to have any random stuff in the background. But yeah, quickly look here on the iPhone 4S. Hopefully you have enjoyed.